Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this matchup in the Axis Football League. Our game today showcases some of the biggest stars in the league, and I'm expecting some pretty impressive numbers to be posted today. We are moments away from what promises to be a close and exciting matchup. Let's get down to the field. He rockets this one deep. Toronto sets up on first down. Go. He drops back into the pocket. He flings the pass. Incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Go! Looking short for a target over by the sideline. That's good for about 2. The offense comes in on third down. 2 yards to go. He hands it off to the right side. He's tackled. That's good for about 7 yards. The offense lines up to punt. He punts it away. The punt is fielded. And down he goes. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. He drops back to pass. Makes the throw at the sideline. That gets us to second down. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. Go! Makes the short throw. And he'll be forced out of bounds. Short gain of 2. Third play of the drive. Outside handoff. Bird wrestles him to the ground. Gain of 6 on the play. The offense lines up to punt. He punts it away. The punt goes into the end zone for a touchback. Let's see what Toronto does to start this drive. Motion left. He steps back to pass. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage. He steps out of bounds. That will be good for about 1. 1 back deep for the offense. QB back to pass. Throws to a wide-open receiver running down the field. Incomplete. Third down coming up for Toronto. A flag on the play. Ooh, somebody jumped. That's going to be a false start. And they'll accept the penalty. Third down coming up for Toronto. QB back to pass. It's pulled in by Mason. And he's tackled right away. That will be good for about 6. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. The punt's away. Shakes off the first tackle. The tackle is made. First and 10. QB back to pass. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. That will be a loss of 5. The offense sets up under center. QB back to pass. Makes the throw to the middle of the field. And the pass misses the mark. Incomplete. Third play of the drive. QB back to pass. Catches that deep throw. And the tackle will be made by Bird. A huge gain by the offense. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Steps into the pocket. He tosses one just beyond the line of scrimmage. And he is tackled. That will bring up second down. Second and 10 for the offense. On the handoff. The tackle is made. Gain of 6 on the play. Third down for the offense. 13 yards to go. He steps back to pass. He makes the catch. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. Gain of 15. A 2-receiver set for the offense. He makes the throw to them, and they score! Count it! St. Louis touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point. There's the kick, and it's good! And the first score of the game goes to St. Louis. Let's see what they do next. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Toronto sets up on first down. Steps into the pocket. Makes the throw near the 35-yard line. He makes the reception, and he's tackled right away. That'll go for 9 yards. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Makes the handoff, and he's stopped around the 40-yard line. And it's a Toronto first down. Third play of the drive. He drops back, throws the ball, and he steps out of bounds. Loss of 4. That will wrap things up for the first quarter. St. Louis on top for now with a small lead. A 2-receiver set for the offense. A flag on the play. He makes the throw over to the left side of the field. And the ball is batted down. Let's see what the call is. Looks like the defense was offside, and they'll take the penalty. Second down, 3 yards to go. Counter play to the outside. He is picked up and brought down. That's good for a gain of 4. The offense comes in on third down. 14 yards to go. Hands it off. And he's tackled here. They'll pick up a couple yards here. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. He punts it away. The punt will sail into the end zone for a touchback. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. He's got a wide open receiver downfield. The pass is knocked down, incomplete. 3 linemen and 4 linebackers for the defense. Inside run. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. A flag on the play. We'll see if the penalty affects the outcome. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask, and they'll take the penalty. First and 10. He drops back to pass. He'll make the throw short to the left side of the field. The pass is incomplete. Second and 10 for the offense. Motion left.
Tonight.
Makes the handoff, and he's tackled up near the line of scrimmage. Short gain on the play. Third down for the offense. 2 yards to go. Motion for the offense. QB back to pass. And it's intercepted. He'll be brought down up near the 50. Toronto sets up on first down. Motion for the offense.
Tonight.
He'll toss it off to the left side. And he's finally stopped after a great run. Gain of 18 on the play. First and 10.
Go.
Steps into the pocket. Rockets one. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Third play of the drive. Steps back to pass. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9. Third down. He drops back. Finds a target on the left side of the field. Pass complete. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. Gain of 15. And out comes the field goal unit. There's the kick. And it's good. That will pull Toronto a bit closer. The offense lines up to kick it off. He'll send this one deep. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. Tosses a pass. The big play, complete. And they fly into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. The offense sets up for the point after.
Go.
It's up. And it sails through. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. The offense lines up to kick it off. He'll send this one deep. This drive will begin from the 25-yard line. He steps back to pass. He sees a target over the middle. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Second down and 10 to go. Steps into the pocket. He's got a wide open receiver downfield. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. Third and 10. Receiver in motion.
Go.
He drops back to pass. The pass is incomplete. The punt team makes its way up the line.
Go.
He punts it away. The punt is caught. That's the end of that play. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. He drops back into the pocket. Big time catch. Bird wrestles him to the ground. A huge pickup there by the offense. First and 10. Steps into the pocket. He's hit hard and taken down in the backfield. That brings up second down. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. He steps back to pass. He's got a target near the 25. Track down the bomb. And he's hit right away and taken down. A nice pickup there by the offense. Fourth play of the drive.
Tonight.
Inside handoff. And the tackle will be made by Bird. Gain of 12 on the play. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. He makes the throw to the left side of the end zone. Tipped away and incomplete. St. Louis makes their way up to the line.
Tonight.
He makes the throw to the left side of the end zone. Penalty flag on the field. The pass is incomplete. Let's see how the penalty affects that play. I think this one is going to go against the offense for pass interference. And they'll accept the penalty. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. There's a flag on the play. He's got a target down near the 5-yard line. And the tackle is made. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. Ref is going to catch him for defensive holding. They'll accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. He drops back into the pocket. And he can't pull it in. Drop pass. St. Louis makes their way to the line here on second down. QB back to pass. Brings it down, and he's immediately brought down. Gain of 17, first and goal. He drops back to pass. Touchdown, St. Louis! The offense sets up for the point after.
Tonight.
Here's the kick. And it's good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. The kicking team set up to boot it away. The kicker sends this one deep into the end zone. The offense will start things off from the 25. QB back to pass. And down he goes. That's a sack. Loss of 6 on the play. Timeout St. Louis. They'll have 2 remaining. Operating from the gun. He drops back. He makes the throw over to the right side of the field. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That will be good for about 6. Timeout St. Louis. That will be their second timeout. The offense has struggled to convert on third downs today. He's taken down near the 35-yard line. Gain of 9 on the play. Timeout St. Louis. That will be their third and final timeout. The punt team makes its way up the line.
Go!
He punts it away. He'll field the punt. Ripped to the ground. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. QB back to pass. Got 2 hands on it. Complete. And they fly into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. They're setting up for the extra point. There's the kick. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. He kicks it deep. The offense will start things off from the 25. He flings a pass, and the pass is incomplete. Second and 10. Dropping back. He's got a target near the 25. He's going to be brought down up near the 25. That'll bring up third down. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. That's the end of that play. That will be good for about 6. It looks like there was an injury on that last play. We'll have to see if he returns. The punt team lines up to kick this one away. The punt is fielded. He shakes off the tackler. Ripped to the ground. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive. Makes the handoff. Ripped to the ground. That'll bring up second down. 3 linemen and 4 linebackers for the defense. The handoff is made. And the tackle is made. That will be good enough to move the chains. The second quarter comes to an end. St. Louis with a commanding lead so far. Here comes the kicking team. He kicks it deep. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. QB back to pass. Play action fake. He flings the pass. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 to go. He gives it away. And the tackle is made. That will be good for about 6. St. Louis sets up on third down. Hands it off. That's the end of that play. That's good for about 7 yards. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis.
Go!
He makes the handoff to the left side, and he won't make it very far before being dragged down. They'll pick up a couple yards there. The offense comes in on second down. 2 yards to go. Hands it to the runner on the right side, and he's wrestled to the ground. They'll lose 1 on the play. Third down and 10 to go. He steps back to pass. It is complete, and the tackle will be made by Bird. Gain of 18 on the play. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. Tosses it off to the right side of the field, and down he goes. That's good for 10 yards. The offense comes in on second down. They'll only need to punch it forward a few inches.
Tonight.
Hand off to the right side. And he's stopped up around the 20. Gain of 14 on the play. The offense sets up with 3 receivers.
Tonight.
Right side handoff. Lewis makes the tackle. That's good for 10 yards. First and 10.
Hike.
He gives it to the runner on the right side. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point.
Go.
There's the kick. And the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Lining up for the kickoff. On the kickoff. Toronto sets up on first down. He drops back. And he can't get it off before being taken down for the sack. They'll lose a bunch of yards there. Toronto breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Dropping back. Finds a receiver along the sideline. He's tackled. Gain of 13. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. He drops back into the pocket. And it's intercepted. And he's tossed to the turf. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. They'll send a player in motion. He makes the inside handoff. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. Gain of 12 on the play. Second play of the drive. Right side handoff. And he's brought down before making it too far. That will bring up second down. The offense comes in on second down. Toss to the left side. St. Louis breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team sets up for the extra point.
Go!
There's the kick. And it's good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Here comes the kicking team. He'll boot this one deep into the end zone. Let's see what Toronto does to start this drive. Steps into the pocket. He finds a target up near the 40. Tipped away and incomplete. Toronto getting set for second down. There's a flag on the play. It looks like the defense jumped into the neutral zone. That'll be encroachment, and they'll accept the penalty. Two receivers for the offense. Outside handoff. He's tackled. They'll pick up a couple yards there. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. He drops back to pass. It's pulled in by Mason. He'll be brought down up near the 50. A huge pickup there by the offense. First down and 10 to go. QB back to pass. Tosses it over the middle of the field. Complete. Down he goes. Tackle by Fields. Gain of 13. First and 10 for the offense. That marks the end of the third quarter. St. Louis with a commanding lead so far. First down and 10 to go. A flag on the play. I think they're going to get the offense for a false start. And they'll take the penalty. First down for the offense. He drops back to pass. And he'll be sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9. A two-receiver set for the offense. QB back to pass. He makes the throw over the middle. And they can't connect. Incomplete pass. The offense has not had much luck converting on third downs today. He drops back into the pocket. Batted down and incomplete. The punt team takes the field. He makes the punt. The punt sails into the end zone and will be brought out to the 20. Setting up shop from the 20. Player in motion to the right.
Hike.
He gives it away. And he's stopped up around the 20. A flag on the play. We'll see if things still stand after the penalty. This one is going to go against the defense for a face mask. They will accept the penalty. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis.
Go.
Inside run. He's tackled. That gets us to second down. The offense lines up on second and short.
Hike.
He gives it away. He's put to the turf. That will go for about 8 yards. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis.
Set hike.
He makes the throw by the 20-yard line. And it's good from downtown. And he is tackled. It's a St. Louis first down. The defense lines up in a 3-4. Motion for the offense.
Set hike.
On the handoff. He's wrestled down to the ground around the 15. They'll lose one on the play. Sixth play of the drive. Pitch to the right side. Bird wrestles him to the ground. That's good for 10 yards. Third down and short.
Go.
Looking short for a target. And he's tackled right away. That'll be good for about 2. A fresh set of downs for St. Louis. He hands it. He crosses the goal line. Touchdown! They're setting up for the extra point. There's the kick. And the kick is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Here comes the kicking team. The kick's away. Let's see what Toronto does to start this drive. QB back to pass. Looking short for a target, and he misses the target. Operating from under center. Receiver in motion. Makes the throw short to the sideline. They'll lose one on the play. The defense has done well stopping the offense from converting on third down so far today. Let's see what they do here. And it's knocked away by the defense. Fourth play of the drive. There's a penalty flag on the field. It looks like the offense jumped a bit early there. They'll accept the penalty. The offense sets up with 3 receivers. Makes the throw at the sideline. Mason with the reception. And he's tackled right away. A nice pickup there by the offense. Sixth play of the drive. He tosses a floater, and it's deflected down. Incomplete. Toronto getting set for second down. QB back to pass. And it's knocked away from the receiver. Incomplete. Third down and 10 to go. Steps into the pocket. He throws one with some air under it. Deflected by the defender and incomplete. Toronto breaks the huddle and comes up to the line. Back to pass. And it's knocked away by the defense. They'll come up short on fourth down, and the defense will take over. St. Louis getting set to start off this drive. He gives it to the runner on the right side, and the defender got him down. Gain of 10 on the play. A nickel set for the defense. Inside run. And he is finally dragged down. Gain of 13. First down and 10 to go. He hands it off. He eludes the first defender. He's stopped and taken down up near the 10. Gain of 4 on the play. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. Fourth play of the drive. Player in motion to the left.
Hike.
Hands it off to the left side. Stopped before he can break free. That will bring up third down. Timeout Toronto. They'll have 2 remaining. Third down coming up for St. Louis.
Hike.
On the handoff. And they fly into the end zone. Touchdown, St. Louis. The kicking team sets up for the extra point. The kick is up, and the extra point is good. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. And onto the field comes the kicking team. On the kickoff. Let's see what Toronto does to start this drive. QB back to pass. He throws it off. Picked off. Missed tackle. He safely steps out of bounds. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. The receiver goes into motion. Inside handoff, and he's tackled. They'll lose 1 on the play. Timeout called by Toronto. They will have 1 remaining timeout. St. Louis makes their way up to the line. He makes the handoff to the left side, and down he goes. That will go for about 5 yards. Timeout Toronto. That will be their last of the half. Third down coming up for St. Louis. He makes the handoff to the St. Louis. Breaks the plane. Touchdown. The kicking team lines up for the PAT. The kick is up. And it sails through. That score extends St. Louis's lead a bit more. Lining up for the kickoff. The kick sails deep. Toronto sets up on first down. He drops back to pass. Interception. Another missed tackle. And he's tackled. Let's see what the offense has dialed up for the first play of this drive.
Go.
And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. Second down, 12 yards to go.
Go.
And he takes a knee to keep the clock running. St. Louis sets up on third down. And it is over. This one is in the books. For the entire Axis football crew, my name is Andy McNamara. We'll see you next